Alderman Elgar.
So I'm an ethical person and a practical person. And as I said in my opening remarks, New Haven is a place that welcomes everyone. If the federal government can't get its act together with immigration, then we as a city need to address the problems that exist and give people the tools to be productive citizens. And that includes the Elm City resident card. I have my Elm City resident card here. I'm a supporter of it. That includes supporting driver's license for the undocumented population. It's important. These people are in our city. We need to support them and make them productive citizens. And I'm the only candidate in this race that speaks Spanish. And I think it's important that the mayor of this city can communicate effectively with its residents.
Mr. Nemerson?
If you answer in Spanish, Matt, you're like kicking butt right here. Si se puede, Matt.
My treasurer's in the back of the room and he can answer for me. But as people have said, this city has always been about immigrants, and it's been about immigration because people have had opportunities here. I love what the last administration has done as a statement to other cities across the country, to the federal government, and to other countries in this hemisphere in terms of what we believe and what this can be as a haven for people who are looking for opportunity. The next mayor is going to have a much tougher job of making sure that there is opportunity here. And so, yes, I absolutely agree with everything that we've done, and I just love what it says about us as a people. But without the opportunity, without the jobs that we have to compete for, we don't create them, we have to compete for them. We have to have the other side. So people have to believe that the workforce is here. And you know, a lot has been talked about training. Actually, the governor asked me to be on the technical high school board because of my background, 30 years of being a proponent of vocational training in New Haven and across the state. I'm actually on that board with Stephen Pryor and other people. So yes, immigration, absolutely, with honor and with dignity, but jobs so they have opportunity. That's what New Haven has always been about, whether it was the Irish, the Italian, the Russians, African Americans coming from the South. They came here for opportunity. If we don't give them opportunity, it doesn't matter how fair and just we are.
Mr. Kejizulu?
I agree with the immigration plan that John DeStefano started. You know, I hablo Espanol, Quito, Espanol. My granddaughter is Espanol, and I think Spanish to be a part of the language system of our schools. You know, I think every child should learn Spanish because you have to be able to communicate in Spanish with a lot of people in New Haven, economically. You know, some person coming to your store, you got to be able to talk Spanish. I know a few words. I wish I know more. I know Quanto Cuesta, how much? But at the same time, they're good people. You know, everybody in the city are good people, caring people, and we need to make room for everybody. But at the same time, you know, it's time for the federal government to do a better job than what they're doing. You know, but New Haven has done a good job, and I think DeStefano will do the job that he's done.
Mr. Fernandez?
This has been my life's work for the last 10 years, fighting for immigrant rights. It's been a huge part of my family's work. The municipal ID card, it was something that my wife led on. I'm a member of the board at Junta for Progressive Action. I've helped lead rallies and the struggle for immigrant rights here and in Washington, D.C. I think New Haven's role as a beacon for the rights of immigrants is essential to be maintained. I think we have a very good shot at winning comprehensive immigration reform this year. That will change dramatically the life opportunities of a huge percentage of our neighbors. And New Haven helped light the way for that change. The push for driver's licenses for the undocumented is essential. But I also helped lead the fight to make sure that we had in-state tuition Connecticut Dream Act for undocumented kids, working with Connecticut Students for a Dream. So I think we have a lot to be proud of here. I'm glad, frankly, that this city has led on these issues, and I'm glad that myself and my family have been able to be involved. And I should say that my wife only speaks to our son in Spanish, and I only speak to him in English because we want a bilingual child, because we agree with you that that's the way children should be raised if they have that potential.
Representative Holder Winfield.
Thank you. This issue is important to me. It's been important to me. I've been an activist not only on issues that people think I should be an activist on, but on this particular issue. You know, ID card, driver's licenses. Right now, I'm the lead sponsor of a bill to deal with secure communities. It's an issue that is an issue of mine, not because I'm running for mayor. It's an issue of mine because it's important. Listen, I grew up in a community. I'm black, African American. I grew up in a community where we were afraid of the police. I'll tell you right now, if I go to take out my trash, I have ID in my pocket. Because that's just the way that I still see the world. No matter what title I have, I know that I should probably have ID in my pocket because I don't know what interaction I'm going to have. And that makes people less safe when people view the police as not as part of the community, but as people who might be controlling their community. And in these communities, because we don't have a secure communities policy, because we don't have federal immigration, because they don't have driver's licenses, they're afraid of the police, and so they don't report crimes. They stay away from the police. A woman who's raped is not going to tell anyone. That's not the way it should be. So New Haven has been a leader on these issues, should continue to be a leader, and I think that's just ground zero for what New Haven should be doing.